everything you got to say. I don't want to hear bits and pieces. I don't even want you to agree with me if you don't have a reason to agree with me. We can agree to disagree. But see,
back to reality.
But see, this person just let me know there's nobody but
back to
somebody from a ZX
my boring little live streams.
You know,
this will not be beef
some
sector.
clone, some fraud.
This is
some
my
fake, you know,
open live content I'm doing in this video. So
and I've been ringing bells because I speak truth.
Just FYI, I won't be dragging any bitches in this video. I'm on some different shit right now. We're swooping right on back to our normal programming. So pretty much my normal boring lives.
Some things on my mind. That was one of them. I found that real weird. Like
I wanted to this is for my crimes and justice.
Somebody else too.
My crimes and justice lovers.
Me
I'm over there looking at y'all. I'm over there looking at y'all over there.
The thing about the people that always get talked
I've been watching
about,
King
they
Curl
always shout out
and Ratchet
everybody
TV.
else.
What is it? Ratchet TV, the hood journalist, y'all. There has been, you already know, like this live won't even be.
And Victimone is hated by most.
It won't even be saved. This is like I'm about to plug y'all in.
I'm thinking like, Vic, why would you tell me to go subscribe and go check these people out? And every time I go over there, they talking bad about you.
You know, we've done this before. It's kind of like our Discord hangout.
When you do good things happen to and for you.
Hey, cult figure. How are you, sir?
He's still climbing.
Oh shit! I really should say, cult figure. Congrats over there. I seen your community board.
Check out Red. His name's Red something, right?
I seen your community board over there. So this is kind of like a live that I'll do where I just sort of like
these dudes. They have to be closeted homosexuals.
I just plug into people.
They got to be.
On the topic,
these dudes are sitting around
and we just sort of watch and see what's going on. I don't give a damn about these videos, honestly. This particular video, especially. So yeah, we're just hanging out.
Trying to intervene.
I'm looking at these text messages coming out on Soldier Boy.
Is following the host.
Man, it really has been nice getting to know so many other content creators out here.
Like this.
Like it has really actually been really fun the last few days.
It wasn't that she was doing it for the content. For the content, she was doing it because she's seeing these people trying to make a name for themselves.
But yeah, like I don't want to take away from King Curl, from what he's talking about. I'm definitely not trying to stream his shit. I was just over here listening to him, and then this happened with these text messages, and I want to know, is Carolina Mason on this case now? Because I'm hearing that.
Give me a second. I'm gonna do something for y'all.
I'm hearing that Carolina Mason, the first 48 detective. You guys know Carolina Mason, right? Wait, let me get a picture of her. You remember this detective from? She's probably the most famous detective on that show to me. Like her and her partner. Her and her partner, Detective Carolina Mason. Yeah, I'm hearing this lady is now. They've got Carolina Mason. She's working this case now. You all know Carolina Mason. First 48. Tony Mullins and Caroline Mason. Sorry, Caroline Mason, not Carolina. But you all know her. She's super famous. Super famous. Super well known. She was shown on the first 48. So many episodes. She worked some really grimy cases. sometimes those murders just don't make any sense. I think the most memorable one for me on First 48 was in Memphis, actually. Wasn't it Tony Mullins and his team that found those dead bodies on that basement floor? There was like 2 or 3 dead bodies that they discovered that had been there for a really long time. Oh, hey, Brian. Yes. She stayed. Yeah, she dressed so nice. Yep. She's very sharp. But I'm hearing that she is working on this case with young Dolph. I'm hearing, does she, I don't even know. I've got to look and see if Caroline Mason is still with the Memphis PD or if she went to like a federal position. I got to see, like, what's the latest on her? Now I'm really curious. Hold on.
What up, though? You know what's going down every time I upload. Back with another one. True story, no more.
This is True Story, No Maury.
Hey, let me find out. No, let you find out if you already don't know. They done put the detective from the First 48, Carolyn Mason, on the case of young Dolph. Oh yeah, it's going up. They not playing. She sends him down the river. Down the river.
She is known like that, right?
She had them boys in the interrogation room crying.
Yeah, she do.
Now, I ain't trying to make jokes because a man died behind this. Rest in peace, young Dolph. Condolences to his family and everybody involved.
And you know what's even really like true about an OG about Caroline Mason?
It's also true story. Caroline
is
Mason
that
on the case.
I can't find a lick of confirmed like news articles about that. And that's just sort of like lens. I've seen some social media posts, but I haven't seen like Fox 13 or like the local news in the area. I haven't seen them like come out and say that. And if I was Caroline Mason, you would have to sort of strategize releasing that to the, like you could drop that type of information in a way where it creates a little bit of buzz, a little bit of news. So I really think that's actually something that we should talk about. Like, if Caroline Mason is now investigating the young Dolph case, I mean, she'd be so suited for it, right? It's like, she's so badass. Let's look at some is it true? Let's see. ABC 24. I think maybe we could get a checkup right now.
Since young Dolph's shooting death at Makita's Cookies this past Wednesday, social media has been abuzz with rumors and speculation. So as new posts come in, we are separating fact from fiction. Our source for these posts is the Memphis Police Department. First, in the hours after young Dolph's death last week, there were rumors Crime restaurant in Southeast Memphis, owned by rapper Yo Gotti, and the grandmother's home of another local rapper, Black Youngsta.
Hey, TRG, what's up? Hey, OTS, what's up?
Shots were not
hey, Tashia, what's up?
This claim is false. On Saturday, this image of a white Mercedes being taken from an orange-bound home was making the rounds on social media.
We're just doing one of our boring lives, so.
Linked to these surveillance pictures of young Dolph's killers. However, when we asked MPD if this is true, they did not confirm. So right now, we cannot verify this claim. MPD also has not confirmed if a deadly shooting Sunday on the same street, Bradley Street, was connected or in retaliation to Saturday's vehicle removal. So again, we cannot verify this claim. And finally, this tweet claims former MPD Major Caroline Mason, who is well known for her appearances on the First 48, was assigned to Young Dolph's case. However, on Monday, an MPD spokesperson denied this claim. We can verify that this tweet is in fact false. Now, this weekend, MPD told ABC 24 News, when it comes to
y'all play too much on social media.
However, nothing additional is available at this time.
Y'all play too much.
Is available to share. Trust.
Y'all play too much. But hey, it's kind of nice to throw that out there. It actually would be a good idea, honestly. You know, you kind of throw a little weight behind somebody that's well known like her. And she is still at the Memphis Police Department too. She's a lieutenant at the Memphis Police Department. Look, people are even posting it on their web. This is wiki dot, I don't know what .ng. What is the country code? The .ng, is that .ng domain? Nigeria. Isn't that interesting? So, .ng, not .com or .org or .net, but .ng up here, wiki.ng, because I'm like, wow, to get the domain wiki, that's pretty deep, and to be so wrong with the information that you're pumping out, which is like the first hit on Google when you search on certain keywords or whatnot. But okay, but it is a .ng, so it is a wiki.nigeria. So there's that. There's always some fucking scamming going on from there. What's up, Gloria? Hey, y'all, I kid you not. There's always some sort of like scammy sort of thing going on with Nigeria. Do y'all know that maybe a month or so ago, there's a guy that I know. I've done some business with them or whatnot. And he absolutely threw out some shit a couple of weeks ago. I was like, it was all structured around investments and shit. And I can't help but to like look a little sideways at him. It was kind of, nah, man. But yeah, this is like right on literally the first link off of the Google main page when you search Caroline Mason's name. And that's what makes it fucked up, because localmemphis.com is what's linking us over to that Nigerian scam site. They don't play around. I've seen some pretty sophisticated like online scams in the past. You know, there's been some really interesting ways, and not good ways, but they run entire like warehouses of people upon people that are sitting in front of a monitor calling people, trying to scam people. They will get frustrated with you if they're not able to like press on, like, you know how the scammers are. Remember when we did that like scammer call about a couple months ago, when we had that scammer on speakerphone? Interesting. Well, sorry, true story. No, Maury. That has been debunked.
Okay, Z-Boy Omega, we back here with another one. Y'all know what it is. Both of you to rerun these streets.
This is also titled, or in the description, Sergeant Caroline Mason is one of the Memphis investigators, but she actually would be sort of, right? Like in some sort of way, she would be overseeing some sort of investigation, I would think, in the murder, right? Maybe. If she's a lieutenant still working there. See how the buzz gets started about people? Caroline Mason. Can y'all hear my fan in my laptop? Do you hear that humming sound? I'm sorry about that. But I hear the fan is kicked in and it's still going, so sorry about that. You'll be all right. Come on. Come on. That site does not want to load, does it?
Okay, I'm trying to read between what they're telling me. It says, that's why I sent you that image before it surfaced. I told you the setup ended there. My fam was shot inside that shop and finished off from outside. So what they're saying is,
this is what people have.
He was shot inside the store.
I kid you not, for the last several days, actually. Hold on, let's hear this.
You really work hard if you put your heart in it. So what drives me is to get the bad guy, the bad girl, get them, bring them to justice, so that they can be dealt with through the judicial system and through whoever it is that they believe in, be it God or whatever they worship. We all have to give an account for our actions, whatever it is that we do. And you can steal a car and we got insurance, they get another car. But when you take someone's loved one, they never get that person back. They never get a chance to celebrate holidays or birthdays or special occasions. You've taken that away, and you don't have the right to do that. Nobody has the right to do that. So I love going after the bad guy. I love it.
We can tell, believe me.
Nice cold blood.
And she is always dressed to impress, too. And you can tell, like, she'll get a case. We've seen her work, though. We've watched her for years on First 48, man. She's celebrity pretty much at this point. So they're at what, 360 murders, 360 something murders in Memphis. 10 people in the last since young Dolph was killed. Like 10 people have been killed in Memphis. They have not been playing around over there. The streets are literally swallowing up the weakest links, I guess. Whatever. The people on the opposite end, whatever. I'm still trying to understand, like, this straight drop CEO Bobby, Soldier Boy. Like, when you really look at it now, looking back, since like all this kicked off, Soldier Boy really does look like he was chasing some clout, doesn't he? So the criticism that we threw on him was warranted, I think. That's what I think anyway. The police came out and publicly actually asked for patience today. They know that social media is like a buzz, and they know. The white Mercedes has been the talk of social media after officers were seen towing one matching the same description from the driveway of an abandoned home off Bradley Street in Orange Mound. Covington, there was the double shooting in Covington, and we've seen that before. We talked about that previously. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep my eyes open on it. She's really, Santa? Come on. Well, you know, there's always going to be criticism. Yeah. It's probably not a good idea to really try to claim that when you really think about it.
Y'all gotta stay woke on this, man. The higher ups are definitely involved. Now.
Wow, look at this.
Let's see. Let's go back.
Look at this.
That's what everyone said. Even the cops said the camera footage came from there. You know what I'm saying? Keep it above.
Apparently these guys have been going live and stuff.
Right now we here.
This is something someone sent me and said, you know, pay attention to everyone's body language. Pay attention to everyone's body language whenever they out here at this turkey drive or whatever.
What does it mean to you to be out here right now?
Hey man, I mean most of me be out here for Dolph. Yeah. My young nigga.
Okay.
I know
Wonder if I still have
young.
Twitter up.
You grew up out here.
Yeah.
This kid.
I'm 51.
This kid right here, I don't know if you guys have seen this, any video, like the first one when he was so emotional at the scene. He has swagger, doesn't he? Look, he got a painting. Just watch how the kid carries himself. That kid said he was upset at the scene. He said he was going to do a song with Dolph. He was serious too. I don't know his name. Maybe one of y'all know his name. He's 11, apparently. But he was like, yeah, he said he was going to make a song with Dolph. They were going to do a song together, and he was serious about that. He meant that. He was really upset. But yeah, somebody gifted him this painting, and it really made his day.
I've been knowing this young.
Wow. That's awesome, man.
No woo. I know all of them young things well.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Stay woke.
It's for people all over the world that's watching this right now.
The legacy lives on. That's all I gotta say.
That's what's up, brother. We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
It's like nobody really, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Just stay woke.
Right now, we here at the turkey giveaway, man. What does it mean? I'm gonna stand this way. What does it mean to you to be out here right now?
Hey, man. It mean the most to me be out here for Dolph.
Somebody said the legacy lives on. That's supposed to be your homie.
Yeah.
Tell my young nigga.
Okay.
I know him ever since he was a young.
Got you. And you grew up, so you grew up out here.
Oh my goodness.
I'm 51.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know him this young.
Wow. That's awesome, man.
I know all of young things well.
It's crazy. This shit's crazy. This whole case has been pretty crazy. I will throw this in the chat though. The Crime Stoppers number, just in case. Just in case. You never know, right? You never know. If anybody has any information, you can call Crime Stoppers. There's the number, y'all, 901-528-CASH. I heard I heard the reward went up to $1 million. I heard it went from $500,000 to $1 million on the heads of the killers of young Dolph. That's what I heard. I heard the wife actually did have did y'all see the video that she made? She actually did a video. I was like, wow. It's so heartbreaking. It wouldn't matter who it is. It's just so horrible.
Okay.
So you don't want mommy to come here, you want daddy to come here?
I heard that he bought a home for his kids, like each year on their birthdays. Like I heard there was over 100 properties that have been willed to his kids in the event of his death.
I literally walked in the room and look at this. Oh my God, so nice. Oh my God, so nice, guys. This is definitely my style. Okay. Romance me. What's hard? Oh my God. So yes, y'all know it's about to be another one of them passion marks. I hope you know.
So,
What you making, Trey?
I'm about to make a dinosaur friend.
You gonna color it in or you want to finish?
Don't go too far. So on your edge right here, you can make that a little bit bigger, but make sure it keeps.
You got it, girl. Go, go, go. Good job, boo.
I want to go to 10.
That is 10.
That was 10.
5 is 10.
That was not 10. I want to go to 10.
So why raise $50K the first day? Who in the fucking Memphis gonna get?
They never believed in me. They never saw Baylor the breadwinner. They never thought Baylor.
Inch by inch with the people money. $75K the next day. Come on, bro.
I decided to get on today. It's been a minute just because my emotions and just my thoughts have just been obviously just so all over the place. Just a lot of different emotions from everything that I've experienced. And like, I've been trying to make sense of so much, right? I've been trying to make sense of like, just where we are in the times, like in terms of like everything just seeming so hateful, like from police brutality to like non-Black on white crimes. But then like I had to face a tragedy within my own like household, or not household, but my family dynamic. And we experienced Black on Black crime. And for me, that was like something else. It's like we getting all of this hate from all over, from all of these different areas. And then we give that same hate to our own people within our own community, right? And it's just so messed up because it's like I'm seeing these protests going on as I'm mourning and grieving my brother's loss, and I'm just like, man, like we shouting loud. We're fighting hard for our voices to be heard, for non-Black people to respect us and to realize and acknowledge that Black lives matter, because I do believe I'm Black. I do believe Black lives matter. But I'm like, what about to our fellow Black peers and just our community? Like, why don't we treat our lives like we matter amongst one another? Like I know more people that have died at the hands of a Black person committing a crime against them than I do personally know someone who's been murdered or, attacked by a non-Black person. And although I know I'm not trying to diminish the value of, us experiencing police hate crimes and, police brutality that's driven by racism or whatnot, I'm not diminishing that, but it's just still very hurtful to me that even once we get a conviction or we get bills to be put in place to where non-Black people have to value our lives, what about what remains within our own communities where we don't value each other? And so it breaks my heart, because literally my heart is broken because I lost such an important person to me due to a senseless crime, and it was his Black brother. Like they even discussed, my brother even tried to be like, look, we're going to be responsible men. We're going to handle this decently. Let's come up with an agreement. He tried to do that, and that wasn't good enough. It's just death over honor, like literally that's the code that people live by. And especially within our community, and we hurt each other time and time again. And I'm just like, what are we going to do about that? Like, I've never experienced this type of pain before, but I know it's so many people that have. They've experienced this, and I'm just like, what can be done? Literally, I was just watching, a news clipping where someone pulled in front of a house and let off like 70 rounds, right? And I get that it's all type of backstories and reasonings behind, but really, like, man, it should not be no reason, like, for you to bring so much havoc, wreak so much havoc on someone else, you know what I'm saying? Take lives, like, without even thinking about everybody else that's associated and attached to these lives and what it will do for them, man. Like, it's so much of that, and it's like a vicious cycle. You hurt my family, I'm hurt yours. I hurt your family, you gonna hurt mine, and it just keeps going. And it's like, what are we gonna do to combat that? What are we gonna do to end that? How can we protest against that? How can we shame the people within our community to like the utmost way of shaming someone? I don't know like what to do, but putting our heads together, like, when are we gonna come and put our heads together to figure out what can be done? And that's where my head has been. And I've just been silent because it's like, I don't want to come off like, oh, my hurt is bigger than, everybody else's hurt or anything like that. But it's just like, my hurt is real. I got to acknowledge it. And this is like, I really wonder, like, what are we gonna do? Like I'm literally stuck in this place where I'm realizing like we don't value our own lives. Like I was robbed like about 2007. I was robbed at gunpoint in Detroit. And two Black men, like they robbed me at gunpoint, right? It was during the holidays. And it was like, they didn't look at me like I was their sister, like I could be, you know what I'm saying, they little cousin, like nothing. Yeah, like they literally could have taken my life. And then it's just like this happened to my brother, and I literally had to stop and get gas in an area that wasn't like, it was just a lot of activity, a lot of loud, like just a lot of commotion going on, right? And I literally felt so unsafe. Like it was like the engines was revving real hard and people hanging out the window saying stuff. And I got so nervous, so much anxiety. I was scared. Like I'm a Black woman and I'm in a Black environment and I'm scared. I'm literally like, my heart was beating. Yeah, it could be from my trauma, but I'm like, at the end of the day, I realized that my life could end in an instant over someone who may just want to take it and not see me as one of them, not see me as anything of value. My life could not matter in like a blink of an eye, you know? And that's scary to me. Like I literally, and I hate that because I love my people. Like I'm the type of person that like, I want to be amongst my people. I want my kids to live amongst my people, like, and to feel proud of where they come from and be proud to be Black. But you say that, and in the same instant, you can sound like a hypocrite because you scared for your life around your own people. But it's like, it's a why. Because my own people will literally draw blood, like take my life and not think shit about me. And that's the problem. That is the problem. I'm like, what do we do about it? Like, I understand that why. I understand that it's a system that created us to be so against one another, but we got to break that system too. Like we have to. It's a system that's been created for everything that we endure as Black people, but we got to break those systems. Just as we want them to break their systems and the way that they deal with us and the way that they can abuse us and handle us like police, I feel like that's a system that we're trying to go against. I feel like it should be another system that we should be tackling. And it should be the system that keeps us pitted against one another, and that system that fuels us to stay pitted against one another and looking at each other like we each other's enemy. It's like we just hate, we look at that other person that looks so much like us and we hate ourselves so much that we spew out that hate and we do so much damage. We create so much hurt within the lives of others. That system needs to be broken, man. Like it really does. And I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know how to do it. I don't have the answers, but I do know it's something that is serious, and it's something that we as the Black community, that we need to come together in solidarity. Like we were able to get so many other people to join our movement and come and become one with us. We need to come together as a Black community in solidarity, and we need to stress to one another and get our people on board to like, our Black lives matter to one another. Like our Black lives matter. You my sister, you my brother. You could be my grandma, you could be my mom. Like you could be so many people in my life that matter. Like our lives matter. And that's just what I want our people to kind of consider and take into just think about, just simmer on. It don't have to be no dispute. We don't got to go back and forth. It's not meant to be controversial. As controversial as the topic is, I'm not bringing it to be controversial, to go in a debate of the whys and everything like that. I'm acknowledging that a problem still exists, and I'm saying that some way, somehow, we have to come together and figure out a solution, because I don't wish this type of hurt on my worst enemy. And I don't even have enemies. I can't even say that I have a genuine enemy, because I don't have that much hate in my heart to really give somebody that much power over me to say they're my enemy. But if I had one, the hurt that I feel, the hurt that my family feels, I don't wish that on that person, because it's unreal, you know, and you won't even understand it until you experience it. And I hope that nobody else has to experience it, because it's just a hurt that's not even worth feeling. So I just had to get on here and just say that. The last thing I wanted to say is that I have been notified that The guy who assaulted my brother, he is in police's custody. So I am super excited about that. But this guy was found hiding behind a furnace in somebody's upstairs attic. And my thing is this, like, you do such a bold crime and then you turn around and you're hiding. You're so cowardly that you're hiding, trying to just save your life. Took somebody else's life, but you're hiding behind a dang on furnace, man. Hiding behind a furnace, like, that's ridiculous. That's senseless. That's ridiculous. That's selfish. That's just, man, like, I'm speechless from that. So on one side, my family is elated that, this won't be a cold case, but at the same time, it's two families being affected. One, because one is about to be behind bars. One, because a life was taken that could never be replaced. It's like we got a victory. Yeah, that person was picked up there in police custody. But on the flip side of that won't even bring back our brother, a husband, a son, a father. Like, that opportunity is not here anymore. And it's hurtful. And so I just had to get on here and just speak my piece because I've been wanting to speak, but literally I couldn't even form my thoughts for so long because they were so overwhelming. So thank you for all of your prayers. Thank you for all of your support. Please continue to donate to Karkeem J's Memorial Fund, just to help the family, just to at least until everything settles, the dust settles, the finances are all sorted out, that they can have a peace of mind that, hey, you are being supported. It's okay. Like, you don't have to just worry about just trying to keep the business afloat so hard that you forgetting to, like, cry, like, you got to mask everything, like, I want my family to be able to allow a little time to breathe, a little cushion to be able to breathe. And that's why I'm asking for your support. And just to keep them lifted in prayer, because they deserve that. They didn't deserve this situation. And I just pray, I'm praying for the healing of the world. I really am. That's my prayer, to heal this wicked, vicious, vile world. So, thanks.
They never believed in me. They never saw Baylor the breadwinner. They never thought Baylor could win dinner. I had to boss up like they check the mirror. I went from a zero with no one to lane. Now when I step out, I carry 2 names.
Yeah. It's amazing sometimes how people that have went through such a traumatic experience, how they can be so steadfast, like, because that would be like completely tragic for anything like that to happen in anybody's life. So that's the words that are going to resonate out on the streets of Memphis. That's the words that are going to resonate out there right now. 10 people, y'all. 10 people have died. There was a guy that showed up at the hospital, dead. His buddies dropped him off. He was shot. They don't know who the guy is. They have, like, 10 people. So, oof. Y'all, I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all next time. Don't expect this video to stay up. Y'all know I may or may not get a copyright, but sometimes my videos, they'll get like those automatic copyrights. Doesn't really strike your channel, but 3 minutes music or 3 minutes of something that is copywritten in a certain way, it'll make the whole video unwatchable. So there is a way, though, if you're a content creator, where you can go in and just like trim that segment out. Usually they'll have that option if you go into the copyright piece, because I get them pretty frequently just because of the way that I do things, you know. But you will lose your chat. You will lose your chat. All right, guys, bye.